Kill me so I can shout to the heavens till one of them angels hit me. When you standing on the top, all you can do is look down. But I'm on the ground looking up, so all I can do now is push. Yeah, I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, I gotta struggle through the labyrinth of life, and every turn is a new puzzle. So I'm looking to these heavens, yeah, they help me, but they offer no rebuttal. So I push, I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, I gotta struggle through this labyrinth of life, and every turn is a new puzzle. So I'm looking to these heavens, yeah, they help me, but they offer no rebuttal. So I say, every dude wanna make moves. Hot-headed niggas wearing ice just to keep cool. The niggas that can't fight keep tools. You gotta keep one too, for the fact anybody could try you. I said that anything can happen, could be gone in a minute. So from dusk till dawn, put on until I'm finished. I'm striding through life like a nigga long-winded, never sprinting, searching for that meal ticket. I ain't trying to miss it, cause life's real, and it always gave me chills. But as you get older, it gets colder. I got this knife in my back with the devil on my shoulder. I'm waiting for my angel to guide me right on the other, but he never showed up, and I'm tired of looking over and my chest blown out. The cold got my heart iced over. Emotions keep you from progress. I'm focused on getting closer. I'm that kid wondering where they say he not supposed to, so I push. Yeah, I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, I gotta struggle through the labyrinth of life, and every turn is a new puzzle. So I'm looking to these heavens, yeah, they help me, but they offer no rebuttal. So I push, I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, I gotta struggle through this labyrinth of life, and every turn is a new puzzle. So I'm looking to these heavens, yeah, they help me, but they offer no rebuttal. So I feel hoping music could be his 4-leaf clover. Body high, but his spirit so sober, cause he realized inside he couldn't be any lower. Just trying to wake my soul up like foe. Just put me on the front line, trained to die. See, they play me for a pawn, not a soldier. I don't live life for direction, survive to stay alive, never to take orders. Live life miserably and smile like everything's alright. Man, no the fuck it isn't. I was reborn, reformed in my chrysalis, so y'all gon' fucking listen. I will never be nobody's bitch. I'm committed to rolling solo, putting my trust in no one. No love, definitely no road dog. I'm taking roll calls, saying fuck all y'all. Point blank, no need to repeat. Obviously I'ma do me, the rest of the world can control or delete as I push. Yeah, I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, I gotta struggle through the labyrinth of life, and every turn is a new puzzle. So I'm looking to these heavens, yeah, they help me, but they offer no rebuttal. So I push, I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, I gotta struggle through this labyrinth of life, and every turn is a new puzzle. So I'm looking to these heavens, yeah, they help me, but they offer no rebuttal. World on my shoulders keep me down, but these drugs keep me up. Cold war freezing my soul, fire in my belly heat me up. The lean slow me down, my dry speed me up. Low life in disguise, all I can do is look up. This dream of eating got me hungry, envious of those above me. Life ugly than a bitch, and she always trying to fuck me. No stuffy running belly, rumbling, feel it in my tummy. World got me sick, the cold coming. I wish I was cold-blooded, so I could just say fuck it and fuck everybody but me. I'm tired of being unlucky, this world will play you for puppet. Manipulate your movements, you trying to influence the public. They trying to keep me close like luggage since the city was plumaged. Then they find that gold nugget among the rubbish. I swear when them dollars coming that I ain't gonna have no budget. All of my people getting something. Cause I wasn't pushing for nothing, so let's go, I push. Yeah, I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, I gotta struggle through the labyrinth of life, and every turn is a new puzzle. So I'm looking to these heavens, yeah, they help me, but they offer no rebuttal. So I push, I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, I gotta struggle through this labyrinth of life, and every turn is a new puzzle. So I'm looking to these heavens, yeah, they help me, but they offer no rebuttal. So I
Yo, Top, I know you hear that steady going off on your hip. Man, won't you catch that and call me back?
Man, that's Tamika, man. I'm still trying to get rid of that broad.
Man, I met a Tamika about 2 summers ago. 2 years ago, I met Tamika, I think the middle of July. I can't lie, the first time I saw her, she was looking fly. Matter of fact, I was
Yo, let me get some
she was
Optimo.
too. I kept playing ass girl. Say, what what you about to do? Went to the counter, paid the S5D, she started looking funny. Didn't pay no mind, I said I got you, pulled out my money. Step back outside, we conversating, I'm checking out little mama. Had a session in the studio, so I got Tamika's number. 2 months passed, I called on the Tuesday, 2:30 on the cool. T. Jones answered, said Tamika has made home from school. Ma'am, if you don't mind me asking, how old is your daughter?
Met baby girl in the projects, it was summertime. Daisy Duke to the halter top. Duke and Brace talking DUI. Knuckle down, I'm pulling over to the curb. I asked how old she was, she said I was grown. I said word, proceed with Eagle Feed. Quoting lyrics from my people, talking about the millennium sold out Cadillacs and Regals. Her whole conversation was about the lick. Say she from the city where we from, she want to represent. Licking her lips, and for a sip, smoking black and mild. Looking at her thigh, she pointed out, tatted stepchild. You with that? Represent that. Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass man.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass man.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
She'll get caught up in a cycle, hollering at a pimp. Her mama standing in the door, signaling, come here. Sundress, hair done in cornrows, contacts make her look Creole. She said she done look Benny hair once or twice before. I recognize her face, she said I dance, I know. I told him, come on, both of them, let's go. Tamika, look.
People think Tamika tripping now, cause Tamika stripping now. But Tamika ain't crazy now, Tamika got a little baby now. She learned too much early. Everybody know what Tamika. When she was 15, her mother was 30. Everybody know what Tamika. I ain't mad at you, just be careful and do what you do. Tamika, take care of that hard-headed son and get your revenue.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass man.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass man.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
Look at you looking like that today. Look, mama, hey, what's your name?
Tamika.
Quit looking at me like that, baby girl. They say you just 15. Done told me about you look like you just too fine for your own damn good. But you can call me back when you hit 18 and I'll take you to the crib in the hood. Look at you looking like that today. Look, mama, hey, what's your name?
Tamika.
Quit looking at me like that, baby girl. They say you just 15. Done told me about you look like you just too fine for your own damn good. But you can call me back when you hit 18 and I'll take you to the crib in the hood.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass man.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
Careful what you ask for, these streets ain't playing. You hit corners with a grown ass man.
Tamika started fast, but finally slowed up. Thought she was grown, cause her chest and butt was swole up.
Hey everybody, what is going on? I'm so happy to be back. It's been a couple of months, man, but we've been growing so well over here at Nostalgic that I had to, be in the production team, had to take the time off just to get everybody's show in order and make sure we're running this stuff as professional the way we need it to run. But shout out to my whole squad and the Nostalgic family for holding down their shows and really just putting in the work needed for us to build up. And don't doubt it, guys. Yes, I'm back, but it's going to be constantly taking hiatus. As y'all saw, I come on, I do random shows because I have guests who want to be interviewed and come out, fly out here to Vegas. So I do these random shows so that I can just keep myself relevant. And then, every Sunday I'm live from my church. Shout out from the Foundation Christian Center, just because my pastor, he's a powerful man. He has a word that is just powerful. And because he's from the streets, it kind of, a lot of people have been relating to it a whole lot more than just that pastor that don't understand what you're going through or what you've been through. And they're just going off the book they read, right? So shout out to Pastor McCoy. Shout out to my man. Y'all know who I got in the building with me. I cannot do this show without my brother, Mr. 214. Tonight, we don't have any guests, guys, because over the months, I've been talking about topics and I've been dropping them off to like all my team and everybody. They want to talk about things, but they just don't talk it the way that I would talk it. They don't put it out there the way that I would, because I'm not about being politically correct. I'm about what truth is. So if you look at truth, then it's certain things that you just can't say, and it's certain things that we should be able to rebuttal and just have a great discussion about. But because people get so caught up in their feelings, we can't have those conversations. And I was listening to Charlie Kirk today, and he said without conversation, without having that rebuttal, without having that communication is the reason why you have what happened in Germany during the war, what happened during just slavery, because there was we were slaves because we didn't communicate with each other. One thing, they held us down, but once we learn how to communicate in our own way, we strive to be free. So one of the biggest things was to keep us uneducated, right? So once we started learning, and that's all my show is about, is learning and correcting the problem. We live in a day and age where kids are dying, man, and I just don't understand it. People are killing kids. It used to be back in my days, if I had beef with somebody and they were with their family, we gonna let them slide today. But for some reason, these people today, they don't care about your mama, your grandma. They didn't have nothing to do with this, your baby. So I want to talk about all these topics that have been popping up. So I'm going to go to a commercial, and when I come back, me and Mr. 21 Joe is just going to jump right in. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in. Please share the live. I know I've been gone for a minute, but hey, it is what it is. You do what you have to do to grow what you want to grow and to build what you want to build. And silence sometimes is how you have to move. So to everybody paying in and tuning in right now, we're going to take a quick commercial break. I'm gonna play this little video because it's one of the topics that I want to talk about when we come back. But first, we got a couple of them ahead of it, but I want y'all to see this video so y'all can understand how this show is about to go tonight. Because I don't need nobody saying they didn't. I didn't know what Kevin Hart said. I didn't know. I don't want you to say that. I want you to understand that we about to hit some topics that you probably not gonna like me for. But hey, it's okay, because I'm meant to do some things that we just meant to do. Man, let's rock with it. 1 second, let me get it to playing. Guys.
And you are a man, and you'll look me in the eye like a man.
I'm not sure what you are, but okay.
You think trans women are these predator men that look me in the eyes,
women.
please? Come on. Are you autistic? Here, look here, look here.
I can look anywhere I please. Calm down a little bit, okay?
Do you know how to make eye contact?
Yeah, I do, and I can also look at the audience because I'm mature enough not to have to stare at you all the time because I'm not a psychopath, okay?
Whoa!
So,
I'm calling you mentally ill because you can't communicate with me.
So if I am mentally ill, which means that I'm off the norm, can we also agree that trans people are mentally ill because they're off the norm?
I don't think there's anything wrong with being mentally ill.
That's the type of person that would to school, so be very careful.
Still tipping on 4-4, shifting on your hoe, and I whip it like a pro. Still tipping on 4-4, shifting on your hoe, and I whip it like a pro.
Still tipping, ain't been sipping. When you see me, yes, I'm dripping. I'm so cold up in the kitchen, better go and get your meat. Make your purges like a kitten, coming hot, this shit so quickin'. I'ma fry you like some chicken. When I'm rapping, I'm the villain. Pink on blazer, cause it's written, and I always had the vision. Tell Mike Jones I'm coming, get him. I be ballin' like the Pistons. Tell them haters, stop the snitching. Burn desires on the rhythm. Speak the truth, I got the wisdom. Never ever play the victim. I got fofos and I'm tipping. I be thuggin', never pimpin'. I'm from Memphis by the river. I'm the gold but never silver. And I always been a sinner, but God told me I'm a winner. Walk by faith, I'm not a killer. Had to look up in the mirror. I'm the shit, I'm getting bigger. Turn your red, now you a ginger. When I slide, you know I'm slicker. Holding strong, I got the fisher. But I'm never trying to fix you. In the pot, it's time to simmer. Make that sauce, now you a dipper. It's a dolphin, you a flipper. Still tipping, ain't been sipping. When you see me, yes, I'm dripping. I'm so cold up in the kitchen. Better go and get your meat. Make your purges like a kitten. Coming hot, this shit so quickin'. I'ma fry you like some chicken. When I'm rapping, I'm the villain. It's so good, oh, what a pleasure. Off the scale, you cannot measure. I'm so rare, I am a treasure. Cause I got nothing but pressure. Flow so smooth, I am the leather. Get your milk, cause I'm the pepper. I want more, never the lesser. Leave me be, this ain't no gesture. Tic-tac-toe, you playing checker. I'm the key, cause I'm the bearer. Adam family, Uncle Fester. They some maggots, get the website. Kill the beat, go get the stretcher. And I'm tipping, never stress 'em. I'm the best, it's time to bless 'em. Ain't no cap, I learned my lesson. Still tipping, ain't been sipping. When you see me, yes, I'm dripping. I'm so cold up in the kitchen. Better go and get your meat. Make your purges like a kitten. Coming hot, this shit so quickin'. I'ma fry you like some chicken. When I'm rapping, I'm the villain.
I was born in it. I'm done in it. I won in it.
Hey, yo, Kudo. You going
bro,
brazen?
nigga. I love for the trap. I love for the trap. Like it's real love. Yeah, bro, nigga. I was born in it. I'm a done in it. I won in it. I'm about, nigga. My love for the trap. My love for the trap. I think this love real. Still got love for the trap that almost got me killed. Somebody grab a heater. In and out of town, buy a lot, get the prices cheaper. I was born in it, try to make a train, can have my son in it. Dope man, son, paid attention, now I'm a done in it. But I love you. You my everything. Love with the trap. See that Z? That's my wedding ring. Lamp now run through the hood. Finna blow the brain. Don't know why I be without you. Probably go insane. My love for the trap. My love for the trap. I think this love real. Still got love for the trap. It almost got me killed. Grab a sandwich bag, take cash out. When you come, bring only cash. Bro, I had a house, I swear the trap house me many nights. I'm on the plane again, we getting low, it's time to take a flight.
Hey, I love you. You trying to nigga like how I'ma put something before you. Second trip I ever had on land weight. Riding folks, show me what love was. I swear at first I had no ups and downs in this shit. 2 and 3 watch for the raid. Knew I make something out of my life and I went today. Never pull up now, cause it ain't too many left. I ain't making no excuses, playing the cards that I was dealt. I'm in a trap house, locked downtown, nice as hell, but I'ma trap it out. Really know them raps, told you that, got it mapped out. Since I graduated, 5 years, seen no drought. I think it's real love. I love the trap shit. You change a nigga life, know this shit wrong, I don't know why, feel so right. I love for the trap. I know where I be.
Man, what's going on? What's going on? I am back, but I'm about to bring up my man. Y'all saw the video that we played. So that's one of my topics for tonight, but I don't want to get into that. We have other topics before that. But that topic is major to me because it was some things asked in that story that she basically contradicted herself on. And the stuff that she was saying, just to say, you consider yourself a man, but look at the actions. She was doing actions in which you think a man would do, but if a man really did that to a woman would not date that man or run away from that man because those are controlling behaviors. But we're going to get into that. So first, I'm going to bring on my man, Mr. 2-1 Joe. We got some heartbreaking topics we want to talk about at first. And I'm going to let him start it off on the first topic because it was brought to my attention, and after I researched it, I just don't have it in me to talk about this. So welcome to the stage, my brother, my man from the beginning, who helped me start, my president of Nostalgic Radio, who helped me get this off the ground along with 4 other people. Can we give him a round of applause? I'm so glad to be back. And to have this person always ready to go with me when I'm ready to go. What's up, my brother? What's up, Mr. 2-1 Joe?
What it do, what it do, what's happening, nostalgic? What's up, J-Dawg? What's happening, baby?
What's up, man? I'm glad to be back, man. You know, building this station, we've been going through a lot of ups and downs. We got some real big news for everybody, but we want to hold that off, man. So they just don't even know what's coming from us, huh? Like this has just been phenomenal. September 1st was our launch date, and just look at where we're at now. Just as far as shows coming on the air, the movement, the marketing, the people getting behind us, like never thought it would be like this, man. I don't think we prepared for it.
Well, you know, God prepared us for it. You know what I mean? You have to just stay in faith. You know what I mean? Got to stay in faith, man. Got to keep pushing.
Oh yeah,
Got to keep pushing, man.
absolutely,
But, you know,
absolutely, always.
we was talking, and I was telling you, I work at Dallas Lincoln High School, the legendary, over there in South Dallas, SFA, and Malcolm X. And this morning, 10 o'clock Central Time, a 4-year-old was shot. Now, there were teenagers in the apartment and a couple of 20-year-olds. But they said that a 2-year-old shot the 4-year-old. Now, is it me or should all their ass be in jail? I mean, how can y'all let them, if that
Hey, I'm with you.
they paid attention to these kids? Nobody was paying attention.
Lock them all up. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, this is what happens with our gun laws when people get all out of hand and say we need to stop letting people see. This is why. The immature shit, the lack of understanding of weapon and what it does. Now look, a 4-year-old got shot. and they telling me by a 2-year-old.
Absolutely.
And that very well could be in my
But
neighborhood.
my thing about that, so let's talk about on the gun law thing, because I'm feeling you. You know, there's so many rules behind having a gun, right? There's where does it locked up? If you can't have the clip, so the clip has to be so far from the gun. Even if you have a carry permit in your home with kids, that's a whole different law, right? That's a whole different set of rules.
Yeah, but what about the man law? What about the
So
provide and
that's why.
protection law? We supposed to.
And I understand that. I got you. I that.
What you saying is exactly right legally. I'm just devastated. A 4-year-old got shot today. Imagine how we felt at the school. We're getting ready for the STAR exams and all that, and all of a sudden kids coming out here crying and carrying on. It's like, whoa, we just got here. What's going on? I mean, just everywhere. Incredible, man. Just totally incredible. I blame the parenting. I blame us not teaching our kids what guns do. You know what I mean? Like I said, you start with a BB gun, then you get a pellet gun, then you get a 22. We have to teach them how to shoot, what to shoot, when to shoot. And then when they see what a gun does, when they 15, 17, 20 years old, they're not going to have that gun be around no child. But they don't understand the values of life.
Right.
This generation,
and I agree with you.
I keep calling it, and it's sad, but this is a 4-year-old. You know, these are the ones that we trying to save, and we killing them.
I agree with you.
Shot.
I agree.
They get
100%, man.
Now,
But you say that all the
4
time.
years old.
You
Yeah,
say
4
that.
years
You
old.
say that all the
That
time.
baby gonna remember
You say that all the time.
Yeah, that baby gonna remember that though.
Yeah.
Imagine
You
the
say it all
trauma,
the time.
PSD from that. The PSD from that though. If the 2-year-old shot the 4-year-old, that 4-year-old gonna hate that 2-year-old.
Right.
I know grown niggas that can't take a
Right.
gunshot.
Right.
And I just hope the baby pulled through. We've been praying for the family, man. You know, just give them some condolences. You know, our best wishes, you know. And nothing, all I know to do is pray to fix me. You know, that's what I do. I work with kids. So, and when it's heartfelt, and that's why we work so hard for the kids, because of these are the type of situations that they go back home to. That's somebody's cousin's niece, uncle. South Dallas not that big, y'all. It's just a small island. That they was kidding somebody up there. Now tomorrow it's gonna be, everything will be out. We'll know exactly who shot who. But they saying the 2-year-old shot the 4-year-old, man. And
Right.
I would just, you know, just ask people just pray, man. Y'all
And
just
I want to
pray for
go.
'em, 'cause
I
right
want to go
now,
back to. I want to go back to what you said. I want to go back to what you said. It was something you said that I really want to discuss, and you know, my condolences to those families, because not condolences, but my prayers go up, because I want that 4-year-old to really make it. But what I was saying when I was talking about it, I wasn't ignoring what happened. I was just stating in the case that you said all of them should be arrested. But my thing is, I think that charges should be brought up, but I wouldn't want to see anyone go to jail behind it because of miseducation. Because in the hood, a lot, we don't educate ourselves. So better along, we're not going to educate our kids. We go get a gun and we think it's something tough. Most of the time in the hood, guns are given to us. And I can tell you that from experience. And you know my story. You know me. I can tell you that gun probably wasn't even registered. That gun probably wasn't even, like, let's be real. So a lot of other things are going to come from this, and I'm praying for the whole entire family, because now you're about ready to have CPS involved in your life. Now you're about to have to deal with a government that we already know that sells our kids to adoption, and through that adoption, your kid could get lost in the mix and nobody will ever know. So I pray and I want us as a family, as a generation, to pray for that not to happen. I pray that it really was just an accident, that they found the gun. I did that when I was little. My auntie had a gun. I thought it was a BB gun. I was playing with it and almost shot my brother in the head.
Damn.
So I just pray. I mean, I thank God I missed because the TV was in the way. But at the end of the day, I understand that it could have been an accident.
Yeah.
But there are right. I understand that it could have been an accident. So we need to pray not just for her to survive, but I pray for the family not to have to go through that much drama, because let me tell you, when CPS come into Black family lives, it changes our dynamics of everything.
I would just
And that's just
piggyback
being
on.
honest.
I would just piggyback when you said that you don't want nobody really to go to jail for it because of lack of education. Well, I would say now is the perfect time to start learning and discussing some stuff, discussing the gun law,
Right.
the gun laws, and like you said, if you just locked it up, if they had to just followed the letter of the law, but again, if the mom don't know, if the homeowner don't know, and like you said, when they get guns, those guns are hot. They ain't, it's not registered, because if it was registered, it'd have been put up. See, people that buy guns,
Exactly.
they put their guns up. And I'm talking about go to the store and put their name on there with their ID. Not the hot burner.
Right. So your gun ain't gonna get stolen because that means because that you with your name on it, you know damn well that if somebody get a hold of this, you're responsible.
right.
So you
That's
can't
right.
play with my gun. Yeah,
That's right. You ain't gonna even see my gun. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
it just sad, man. We just praying that everything work out in God's way, man. And I don't know. I'm just so disgusted with the lack of Black men. I wish the Black men would please stand up in our neighborhoods, is what I'm talking about. I don't mean nobody else. I mean where I'm at in South Dallas, where it's still 90,
Yeah.
95% all Black. Could we please stand up, man, and start doing a little better? We got to talk to these kids, man.
Uh,
And if it's 20-year-olds and 19-year-olds and 15-year-olds in
That's
the
leading.
house, nobody watching these two kids, and they playing with a gun.
Right.
See, that's
And
the
one of the
part that's
things that
disappointing to me.
and that's leading into one of our topics tonight. So we are going to touch on that, but I want to go, while we're on this topic of Dallas and something critical happened, I want to jump into the thing that we both were discussing today before you brought the 4-year-old to me. And like I said, 4-year-old, that really hurt my heart because
Yeah.
we all got babies.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I
And
got
when you talk about a
grandkids, man.
4-year-old, I got a granddaughter that's only I got a granddaughter that's 3, and I just can't even imagine what I would do to my son if you let your kid get hurt like that. If you let my granddaughter, man, I'm coming after you, because why did you let these people do this? Why are you in my house? I'm going after the parents, and I'm a parent. So that's the biggest thing for me. But one of the other topics that we were talking about today was, and I want to take a moment of silence for that little girl. If we all can just say a little prayer, you can say it to yourself. Just take a minute and ask God to make sure she makes it through. Heavenly Father, we come to you today. We're just saying thank you, but we pray for that 4-year-old. We pray that you step in and make sure that everything is okay, dear Lord. We pray on behalf of the Nostalgic Radio family. We pray for that little girl in a sense of, we want her to survive. You want her to survive. She is the next generation, dear Lord, of your love. So we pray in her, and we're coming in intercession on her behalf in Jesus' name. Amen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But get into the next topic. I just kind of want to get into that next topic because they've been really going hard on this next topic. And it's a lot of things that I don't understand, but it's a lot of things I've been finding out. So I'm gonna let you lead us into that Dallas topic because you are there and
Well,
you know exactly where my point of view is.
well, you know, it was a track meet, and it was at Frisco, and Frisco is kind of a all white kind of area, but it's not all white, but it's
Mhm.
predominantly white. Like South Dallas is predominantly black. Okay, I'm trying to set a
Yes,
scene
sir.
for you. And you got a couple of Caucasian kids as bullies, you know, and everybody know they bullies, but I'm just putting that in there because that's part of the story. This other kid,
Yes, sir.
he talking to a girl. It's like two schools in the same neighborhood, Frisco Heritage and Frisco or something like that. Like Allen and Allen McKinney. It's two schools in the same area, like Duncanville and DeSoto. I'm naming school like Madison and Lincoln, Skyline and Samuel, or BA. You know, you ain't but 2 or 3 away from another school. Where they
Absolutely.
having their track meet, and 7 days before they buddy goes to that school. Well, the two bullies, you know, they tried to jump on him or they done something to him. They made him feel uncomfortable. So at the track meet, he goes over there and he sits under the, you know, the tent, the day shit. You know what I mean? And here come the, you know, here they come over there with that bullshit. And the dude says, "Hey man, you got to get up from here. You know, you on our side." He's like, "Man, come on, get out my face, man. I ain't playing with y'all." And he said, "Man, you got to get up. I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z to you." And the dude was like, "Man, you better not touch me." And he touched him, and he killed him. I mean, shit. Oh, and it's just, and this is in high school. I want y'all to think about that. We started with a 4-year-old. Now we're in high school. We still ain't talked about the adults. if I
Exactly.
tell, if
Still
I
ain't
tell
talked about the adults.
man, if I tell you this generation is so dysfunctional, man. Now think about it. It's premeditated because he brought the knife. But at the same time, you don't let nobody keep jumping on you and shit like that. It's so many variables
I,
to it
and
because he didn't have to go over there and sit
and
on
that's
their
what
side,
I
but he was pissed off.
and, and that's what I hope. I hope that his lawyer is smart enough to bring up those variables. And the reason I'm saying that from a my political background, my law firm, and the things that we do, I'm hoping that his lawyer brings that into play, not because I want him to be free. Understand this, guys. He premeditated. One thing Top said was he's not going free because he premeditated and brought the knife and because he walked over to the other tent. He
Right.
knew what he was going to do, but I want his lawyer to paint the picture Top just painted to you guys. I want his lawyer to show you guys that somebody being bullied, for every
Yeah.
action there's a reaction.
Right.
So
Right.
he
And it's
got
just natural.
tired. He
Yeah.
didn't just come after he didn't just come after these boys. He didn't just stab this little boy. It was time and again they were harassing him, bullying him. This is not. This is what we talk about when me and Mr. 214 talk about talking to your kids as
Please.
parents and being that person. So this is where we talk about the men being part of the community. And I have to be honest, guys, I wasn't the best parent. I lived in Dallas, my kids lived in Nebraska. I wasn't always around. I always didn't do what was right. But as I got older, I understood that I had to fix that. And us as adults, we have to fix that because a woman can raise a boy, but they cannot raise a man into a man. I get disappointed sometimes, Top, in this. We talk about it all the time, but I want to finish this conversation with the little boy. I'm praying that his lawyer, his judges, his lawyers look back at what led up to this. Because if they don't go back there, then he will be looking at life. And the reason why I'm praying that they look at how they did him when he went to the prom,
Yeah, well,
how they
I'm
did
sure
him
they gonna
because
go
he was
back
dating
there.
a girl from their school. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, you know, and they were
Go ahead.
bullies though. These two boys were bullies though. They neighborhood bullies. They're, you know, everybody know who the bully is. So, and like I said, it's a small community. So
Right.
I know I'm pretty sure, or I'm very hopeful that, like you saying, that they'll paint that picture because it's being reported. You know, it's already out there. You know, you know, this is crazy, man. This
But
is
the thing I hate our own media system because we could get the truth out. The reason why is because it's putting his family, his community, the other family. It's hit everything I click on, everything I see is his dad. Oh, he was a great kid and he was this and that. Well, if he was such a great kid, he wouldn't have got stabbed.
yeah.
Let's
He was
talk
bullying the
about it.
boy though. He was bullying the boy. You know what I mean?
I am that
I
person.
didn't even
Right.
bring the racist shit into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They gonna beat up on
Yeah.
the
And I'm
nigga.
not talking about racism. We just talking
Yeah, yeah.
take
That's what I'm saying. I didn't
right.
bring the
Let's
color
take the little
scenario
race
in it.
out of there.
Yeah, I didn't bring the color scenario in it because it ain't gonna go into court.
Yeah.
Because it's still the black kids still premeditated that. But now look at what bullying do when you push somebody in a corner. We gonna have to talk to our kids because every time you get mad, you don't have to kill nobody. That it's just ridiculous to how, you know, they dying at such a fast pace, man. I mean, and it's just Dallas. We ain't even talked about, you know, America. I'm talking about right here at the house, man. Every day. It's like we burying somebody every week, but they kids. It's not like
Absolutely.
it's not the elderly. It's the kids. Man,
Right.
somebody
I shouldn't be a great granddad. I shouldn't be a granddad. I shouldn't be a granddad burying my grandson. Let's talk about that.
Shit. Same way with your parents. You know what I mean? You supposed to bury your parents. Your parents ain't supposed to bury you. That's just the law of nature.
Absolutely.
That's the law of nature. But for us to do things the way we've been doing it, here in Dallas, man, it's like, I'm telling you. I mean, even our superstars are caught up in shit. Do you hear me? We
Right.
started with
But we're going to get to that. Hold that off. Yeah.
Well, we started with 4-year-olds.
We're going to get that.
Now
We're going
we're
to get to
talking
that.
about high school kids. Now I'm talking about 27 to 30-year-old niggas. Same shit. Dead.
But we're going to take a small break and come back, and we're going to jump into that because we're trying to paint a picture here, right? We're trying to show the pattern, right? We're trying to show where the problem is coming. So I don't want to jump into that just yet. I want to go to commercial, guys. I thank you to everyone that's listening, everyone that's paying attention. And I hope you see where we're going with the mental illness that is in this culture today.
Yes.
And what I mean by mental illness, I'm not talking about nothing diagnosed. I'm talking about the self-diagnosis that we are doing on ourselves, believing that we are the people that should stand up. Everybody's egos coming into play, social media coming into play, these likes and these followings creating these atmospheres and these mental aspects that I'm better than you rather than we should all be working together. But I'm saying this with the point of, we talk about Black lives, but do we really appreciate it? And on that note, we're going to be right back. We're going to take this little break so you guys can think about what I asked, and any questions about it, anything like that, jump in the comments. If you want to be on any of our shows, please go to nostalgicradio.com, pick a show you want to jump on, and jump on it with us, because we want to talk about issues that nobody's talking about, right? We want to jump on it and see it from a point of view. But the question I said was, we talk about Black Lives Matters, but how can you force someone to believe that if we don't even care about ourselves? And with that, we'll be back.
The boys in my hood, they splitting the gar, sipping on bar, and keeping a bad bitch in the car. Knowing nothing in life but to go out and get it, grind all day, scratch, play a period. Who me? Don't get it twisted, I'm a self-made entity. The mayor, South Dino, hip-hop district of 214. I'm top dollar, make dollar, other dollar, Mac dollars. Lone Star State, representer, playboy, the city of Dallas. Flamethrower, heavy hitter, gifted gab, something serious. STTEPTCILD. Yeah, your boy got lyrics. MC in his truest form. Crush your crews, how they come. Solo Johnson's album drop constant, damn near done. So I agree to disagree with most of you cats exploiting and fucking up rap. The top of Texas, how you love that? Black ball like Connie Hawkins, but still I came metaphoric and I calico it, make them feel my pain. Cruising down the street in my Chevy big body. I'm up in Highland Hills, rolling through Polk and College. Stop by the gym to shoot some hoops. I saw this bopper named Tamika talking about top, what it do? Another big body looking just like me. I took a second look, it's my boy Lil B. He rolled down the window, blowing smoke in my face. Said DUI, got a session at Clip Blue at 8.
Pay attention what the hood say. Come on, motherfucker.
Aces and eights, stuck at the gate. Playboy, I'm pushing this weight. Granted, no wins, I clean my slate. I serve these fiends, but I kept my faith. You a hustler? You got to sell more than dope. If you a killer, how the fuck do the living know? Bitch, I kill you, nigga, I steal. Your hair now on feel. Let me flip out in this motherfucker, I'm blowing buildings. God is good all the time, life is beautiful, fuck dying. That means you hoe ass niggas, keep your bitch ass in line. Everything ain't for everybody and stun ain't for me. Fuck over top at 2 o'clock, you're dead 2:45. Remain calm, weather the storm, I was born to perform. Bitches pay me, make music pay me, I'll be multi before I'm done. How you gon' bullshit the bullshit till you not, nigga? How you gon' get rich sitting on your ass getting high, nigga? Y'all keep that stun in New Orleans, can't do no front with no orders. I need cash for my goods, I'm blowing up shit just for starters. If I can see you, I can touch you, that's the ski low, the last man standing. That's how I planned it, for real though. Icon, underground Dallas, hip-hop, legendary status. You know me, Mr. Shabby, that Dixon Circle / Bonton. They're boys in my hood, they splitting the bar, sipping on bar, and keeping a bad bitch in the car. Knowing nothing in life but to go out and get it, grind all day to scratch, play a period.
Payback the motherfucker.
Concentrating about confetti, say M.O.B. Your boy the bad and I'm trying to get it. I'm sick and I can't quit. That's why I dropped this remix. Ain't gon' pay who? Shit, y'all don't know who y'all fucking with. My own T. Jones say I'm thugged out. I'm posted up in South Dallas selling CDs out the drug house. I might be wrong, but I'm sold out. Cause I'm gon' get mine, and that's bottom line, there's no doubt. Cause the boys in my hood, they splitting the gar, sipping on bar, and keeping a bad bitch in the car. Knowing nothing in life but to go out and get it, grind all day for scratch, play a period.
Make 'em clap to this. Make 'em clap to this. Make 'em clap to this.
Southern cheetah. Closed down, I see.
Mom and dad about 40 G's. I'm thinking about slanging keys. And when time get hard, I gotta hustle. This ever need. Nothing comes free. Wood can't keep from the drama. Lack of funds is causing problems with my life and my baby mom. I'm out on my grind all the time, and it be like that. Seen across the globe, getting pro, trying to get my pockets fat. You busters, you haters, and more. Won't feel my rash. Stuck in this game, staying on my bag. You hoes gon' leave.
When it's time to work, it's time to work. When it's time to play, it's time to play. When it's time to grind, best believe it's time to grind.
Crunch time, so you haters get in line. We all about a grind, state to state, I make it shine. Crunch time, so you haters get in line. We all about a grind, state to state, I make it shine. We all about a paying the 2K, it be that G, about that ease. It be that player Ebenezer, not full of greed. Now what you want, I don't have, I keep it real. No biting is quick and throwing punches like Holyfield. The brain shaker out the grove, about to take flight. I speak the truth at times, what is wrong, I make it right. I sell some booty calls, but only if they work my time. Can't abuse my Jimmy, cause I gotta be at home writing rhyme. My time to shine, can't be caught up in no scandal. Too much to lose and plus I have business to handle. Shake them like rhythm, now I'm all up in they secondary. Holding the Glock, slapping they grill out, no tooth fairy. Cause I'm a menace like Kane, cause evil's in my vein. You paparazzis in these hoosies, they don't know my name. Let's make it quick, give me my shit, let me ride out. To those hustling, doing time, know what I'm talking about. Crunch time, so you haters get in line. We all about a grind, state to state, I'll make it shine. Crunch time, so you haters get in line. We all about a grind, state to state, I'll make it shine. I'd rather starve than take a damn dime from you. I'd rather wait 5 hours in line at a shelter for stew. I'd rather walk from down to Houston than to ask for a ride. And if they ask me where I'm headed, I tell them whole worldwide. It's Woody Wood, Mr. Tex, put it down for my call. Put it down for North Texas with these petrifying balls. Stop the press rewind so I can feel this beat. I gotta let them know that Dallas that we can't compete. From the east to the west, to the north and back home. We roll like boy soldiers and we stay on road. Protected by shields, my whole body full of them bills. I'm tired of all the nagging, it's time to cover my skill. No time to flex, you need calories, easy some check. I'm about to Texas two-step and go end up in mess. Eat cold, I can't let go, I'm overdue for a show. Go shot a bottle tequila and sit back and just blow. Crunch time, so you haters get in line. We all about a grind, state to state, I'll make it shine. Crunch time, so you haters get in line. We all about a grind, state to state, I'll make it shine. Introduction, how I'm coming in the 2K. Too many of us brothers and we don't wanna participate. Let a player play, let a baller ball. You check me in the next few months, I'm making all the calls. Payback is a bitch and I'll be down for let it slide. Like Jack the Ripper, I'm the Crippler, shock me Mr. Hyde. I'm switching up my voice like when I'm switching up my style. And when the finish wrecking past me, I'm black and mild. Like the mythical soul brothers would be that southern smell. I'm in it, will it take you need this one in the other. I represent that Pleasant Grove, Southeast and Dallas, Texas, core worldwide. You cannot hide in the clean list, you'll never understand. Can't see it through the wood eye. Player haters and busters, them the one that I despise. Been going through this world blinded, but you can't tell. Now if I rip to go to jail, now who would have my bail? Crunch time, so you haters get in line. We all about a grind, state to state, I'll make it shine. Crunch time, so you haters get in line. We all about a grind, state to state, I'll make it shine. Crunch time, so you haters get in line. We all about a grind, state to state, I'll make it shine. Crunch time, so you haters get in line. We all about a grind, state to state, I'll make it shine.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
We gon' get this money together, however we stay on our shit, ain't no need to compete. You know I'm there by your side, always down the slide whenever it's time for some beef. We was in the gutter together, my brothers forever, yeah, we was thugging in these streets. Everything I do is on me, ain't gotta ask a thing, cause you already know what it means, yeah. That's real love, that's real love. 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 Let's take it back to the streets. The kitchen was empty with no shit to eat. All for one and one for all was the seed. All of my niggas was keeping it G. Keep it solid, we ain't never gon' fold. Everybody know to stick to the code. We all remember who was dead through the cold. A nigga snitched and a friend turned to foe. Yeah, nigga, fuck all that fake shit. We pass you a blunt, better face it. Offer it up, better take it. Loyalty ain't no replacements. Never the ones who will start shit, but best believe we will finish it. Not the ones you wanna squabble with. Push your car, boy, you been a bitch. Yeah, we done paid all our dues. Not the ones you could take for a fool. These bitches gon' pick and choose. Put your trust in the hoe, then you lose. Niggas watching how we move. Swear they all think that they had a clue. Niggas don't think to try nothing new. Fake 'em out, make it look like we lose. Yeah, that's what we do. Call the blitz like it's mad, and that shit was just tragic. Them niggas ain't really want static. You hit that line for the gas, gon' hit you back fast, gon' weigh out a gram and then bag it. We see the loft at the desk, kept a foot on the gas. I was whipping that shit, ain't no crashing. When I pull up to the hood, you know it's all good. The love for me, they're automatic. We gon' get this money together, however we stay on our shit, ain't no need to compete. You know I'm there by your side, always down the slide whenever it's time for some beef. We was in the gutter together, my brothers forever, yeah, we was thugging in these streets. Everything I do is on me, ain't gotta ask a thing, cause you already know what it means, yeah. That's real love, that's real love. That's real love, that's real love. That's real love, that's real love. That's real love, that's real love.
Real love is plugged in. One accord, no matter minor, major. Never count the favors, plenty never savor. Loyalty, respect, support that never wavers. Real ride or die types hard to find. Grateful that I got mine. Not all got a sound mind, but they own time when I hit the line. Held it down and never gave up. You know, stuck around and really gave a fuck. When push came to shove and shove got touched. We ain't speak about such and such. All we know is what's best for us. Built bonds and we built trust. Overstood on the issue, speak up. Even if the combos is tough, we talk with a different talk. We walk with a different walk. We think with a different thought. This shit is genuine and can't be bought. No sir. Remember that day when fate played its cruel joke? Put our names down in the death note. What we did, bro, ripped the page out and told death note. Not today on some Stark shit. Avenger with that Iron Man. If that op decide he wanna start shit over real love, I get heartless. I got blood that ain't fam, and I got fam that ain't blood. I know who got it. I spot it, shot it, recognizing real love.
We gon' get this money together, however we stay on our shit, ain't no need to compete. You know I'm there by your side, always down the slide whenever it's time for some beef. We was in the gutter together, my brothers forever, yeah, we was thugging in these streets. Everything I do is on me, ain't gotta ask a thing, cause you already know what it means, yeah. That's real love, that's real love. That's real love, that's real love. That's real love, that's real love. That's real love, that's real love.
All right, brother, records.
Yo, what's up, Dollar Man? What's up, man? Want you let your crew know what's going on down there in the 214, you know what I'm saying? Everybody been coming out with their stuff, you know what I'm talking about? We hearing from everybody. We want to know what's going on down there in D-Town, you know what I'm talking about? Where them real thugs at, you know what I'm talking about? Where them boys at, you know what I'm talking about? Want you let your crews know what's going on? Holla at us one time, you know what I'm talking about? Give me something, where you at, boy?
Here's your 411 on that 214. Y'all dial 911 if my shit don't blow. A pine
you know what I'm talking about? Got to have it, them paper chasers, you know what I'm talking about? Eat money for breakfast, you know what I'm talking about? All about their money on that hustle every day from
Hey,
What's up? What's up? What's up, man? We're back. We're back.
let's get to it,
Welcome
man.
back
Let's
to the
get
Real Talk
to
with
it.
Jason Dixon with my man, Mr. 21 Joe. Man, I know I've been gone for a minute, so I kind of probably lost a lot of my people, but hey, I don't care. We come on here for my sole purpose, and this is Real Talk. At the end of the day, I know that videos get looked at after we do the live, so I'm well more aware of that than most people. So now we want to jump into, we already talked about how our kids, right? So now we want to jump into the topic everybody's been talking about. Shout out to my brother Mo3, to his family, to his kids. But man, I want to say, um, I, I want to pray for Yellow Beezy's kids too, because this is about to go down. And I don't think people realize how serious this is. This ain't him just facing a he say. This ain't him just facing a hearsay. Somebody's talking about it. Like the nigga that actually did it,
Yeah. So
the
yeah, he
two
paid.
niggas that did it
Yeah, so him
are
and the
actually
nigga.
talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
After
They're
5
telling it
years.
all. They're telling a hey, you know why? Because like I keep saying, black people, we set up hits. We do shit like this, but we don't do what the mob do. The Italians, if they tell you to go kill somebody, they got your whole family covered.
Yeah.
The Russians, they got your whole family covered. You ain't, nigga, you got money on your books, you running to jail because
That's
of what
right.
they do.
That's right. That's right. It's
But
rules
for
to that
some
shit.
reason, we do stupid, right? For some reason, we do stupid shit like this, and then we stop taking care of the person who did the hit. 5 years, like you said, top 5 years. The only reason he's talking now because the money stopped coming.
Yeah. And then he called a nigga, and the nigga said, nigga, I already paid you for that. What you mean you already paid me, man? Give me some damn money. You know where I'm at. What the fuck, man? All
Right.
right. No, don't worry about it. You be down here with me, nigga. Don't worry about it. And it's fucked up because they said, you know,
Right.
it was 2 or 3 more people paid. He paid 40, and they saying 2 or 3 more people went in on it. So it was more than probably $100,000 hit. And they calling out names, you know, and allegedly they saying Trap Boy Freddy and Boosie and Rainwater and I mean it's just crazy. They just saying, well, he done it. Well,
Well,
he done
well,
it.
I
He
want to
done
get the
it.
facts right because Boosie's name was taken out of it only because him and Mo were so close.
Oh
And
no,
Boosie would never.
I
He was more.
understand what
He was one that
everybody's
was
saying. I understand what everybody's saying. They got everybody's
right.
name lined up. Now, that was 5 names.
Yeah.
Ain't but 3 more going. See, that capital murder in Texas come with a death penalty. And what people don't understand is the
With
feds
a
came to
death
get
penalty.
that boy, man. When the feds come pick you up, you finna sit down, man. He didn't even have $2 million to make the bond. He ain't got no Fed money. That's white folk money, man.
Hey,
That's
and the
dead
crazy part
presidents.
is,
Yeah.
hey, the crazy part is what you said earlier when we were talking. Like his grandma had to get on that stage because he wouldn't have saw the light of day if she wouldn't have got up there and pled his case.
Yeah, well, you know,
If she
she
wouldn't
worked.
have pled, she basically told them that.
Yeah, yeah. And see, she was a county clerk, though, for
Yeah,
25, 30 years, and she retired, so she was familiar with everything. She held him down, but then that's what grannies do. You understand? That's what grannies do. That's what parents do.
but
You
I'm
got
with you on that. But what I But what I was saying was she basically made the statement and showed everybody that he don't really have what y'all think he has.
Right. Say he might have
So
had it, but
immediately
he ain't
after
got it no
she got
more.
off the stand,
Yeah. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. But
She
then you
just
don't.
she showed the point.
Yeah, but when you don't, we like again we talk about it sometimes, the money financing and all that. We like to look rich instead of be rich. See, we think it's gonna forever keep coming,
Right.
so
We
we
rather
just spend it as fast as we get it. And you blow too much money. I ain't saying don't look good. That ain't what I'm saying. But you gotta limit yourself on some of this bullshit you buy. He got a goddamn bulletproof car. The fuck you need a bulletproof car for, nigga? You're a rapper. So
well,
that
he was
that
already
in
hit up,
itself,
so I can
yeah,
understand that.
yeah, but that mindset in itself creates a problem. You understand? Just the mindset.
Right.
He
But
can't
here's
make
my
bomb.
thing.
He
But,
can't make bomb, but he got a bulletproof car.
here's my whole thing on this. And just hear me out. Just hear me out. This is real talk with me. And just hear me out. So when Mo3 was alive, Yellow Beezy and Trap Boy was more relevant.
No,
When
they just
Mo
a sugar coat.
died,
Well, yeah, yeah.
just hear me out. When they were alive, when he was alive, he kept them relevant because he talked about them, he rapped about them. When I left Dallas and moved to the West Coast, I don't hear Yellow Beezy out here. I don't hear Trap out here. I don't hear none of these people out here, but I hear Mo3 every day. I hear Mo coming out of everybody's cars every day. You talk about him not having the money because had they just kept the little squirrel on tape, kept it on the record, kept it on the streaming, they all would have kept blowing up. But you eliminated the one person that kept you relevant. But that's just my opinion.
Nigga shit.
Right. The one person that kept you relevant, the one person that kept y'all moving, kept y'all music. Because every time he talked about y'all and you put out a new track, everybody was running to go see what you had to say to what he said.
Right. Yes, the mindset.
I saw a post that said, Yellow Beezy work with everybody from Chris Brown to this and that. I'm like, but Mo3 is making more money.
Nick couldn't make
I don't care who
bond,
you
man.
work with.
Nick couldn't make bond. But see, that's what I say when I say they gonna sit you down. See, the feds know what was gonna just about wipe him out. You dig? He might have $1.5 million. No, he might have $1.5 million. No, we need 2. You gonna sell some of this shit. See, they finna break him and lock him up. They gonna sit him down. The feds don't make mistakes.
Right.
5
Same way they
years.
do him, like you said, the same way they do him with Diddy. They gonna sit him down. By the time he come out, by the time they choose to let him out, he gonna be broke.
Yeah. If he ever get out, I don't think he gonna ever see the free world no more. That RICO charge shit is serious.
He
That
will.
RICO charge shit is serious.
He will if he stay inside a Fed prison. Now, if he go to another place, yeah, he
No,
not
he
gonna see the
fed.
light of day.
No,
That's why
he
they
all
moved.
fed. All
That's
his charges are federal.
but he
All
wasn't
his
fed at
is
first.
federal.
I understand that, but I hear you. But he was not in a Fed prison at first. They just recently moved him there on the last incident when he went to the hospital. He was sitting in a penitentiary in general population until he went to the hospital.
Yeah, but fuck
That's
it.
why I'm telling you
Fuck
that.
him.
That's
I
why
don't
I'm.
give a fuck. Fuck him. Fuck him. Put him wherever they put him. Shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Detention,
But my whole
whatever
thing
they want to
with the
call
Yellow
it. He
Beezy,
locked up. I don't give a fuck. I don't.
right? Then
But
and
because
I saw somebody, bro.
go ahead.
I saw somebody who literally came on the whole this because ever since this whole case came up, your whole timeline is if you were a Mo3 fan, if you were a Yellow Beezy fan, your timeline is lit up with this right now because the algorithm is gonna push it towards you, right? So I saw somebody come in and they said, y'all talk about Mo3 as if he was a saint. And I said, no, we talk about Mo 3 because Mo was up and honest about what he did. When Yellow Beezy got shot, he talked about it. He said it was him. He told you in his music. You niggas went and paid somebody to do something that wasn't capable of doing what you needed to done. Yes, they killed him, but it didn't kill his legacy. And now you guys are running. The people you paid, whatever happened to, hey, I did it, I'm going to accept my punishment. The way we grew up. But remember, we said a couple before I went off the air. Remember, but we said before I went off the air on my hiatus, the last thing we said, the last thing you said, Top, and I can go back and replay the episode. You said loyalty is not loyalty anymore.
That's right.
Niggas don't care.
That's right. Common sense ain't common sense. These niggas don't have no loyalty. You said it earlier in the show when you was talking about the Russians, the Chinese. It don't matter what the hell you is. It's a way you do business. If you're gonna do the business, nigga, you got to stick to the business. But again, when these youngsters, they don't have no teaching. All the real OGs got locked up, and when they came home, the youngsters didn't want to hear nothing they had to say. So it's been a disconnect there just because we've been so absent from their lives for so long. Now when they get a little money, oh, I'm grown. Money don't make you grown.
But that's going in. So that's leading into the topic we want to talk about. Fathers absent in the whole community. And I'm not just talking about black. I'm talking because we have white people in our community as well. We have Mexicans in our community as well. I'm talking fathers missing in the whole community because we are at a point where man, I wish I could have played that clip, but I couldn't go back too far on my timeline to get it that quick. But there was a clip that I played that just hit 1,000. What it hit 1,500 yesterday, because the guy said, the Latino guy said, it is illegal to be a father in our community,
right?
In America,
right?
And he meant that, and I felt that from the bottom of my soul.
Yeah.
But I had so many women say, that's not right, and you're not right, and that's not true. But listen, let me break the facts down before you jump on me, Top. Just let me break the facts down. I tell men every day, young men, because nobody told me this when I had my boys. Remember, I was only 16 when I had my oldest. I didn't know this. I had to learn this. So I'm telling you and hoping y'all listen, hoping you grasp this concept. When your wife or a girlfriend has that child, they are the primary caregiver for that child. You as a dad has no say. If you go get your baby right now and run across state line, if you're in Texas and you go to Oklahoma, you are going to go on an Amber Alert and you're going to go to jail. You know why? Because of what this man said to be true. As a father, you have no legal right to your child until you go to court and they tell you the legal right that you have for your child. But yet, in the back skirts, the mom collects welfare, collects food stamps, collects all this stuff that you have to take care of. But yet, you have no right to your child until you go to court. Go ahead, Top.
Tell me what's right with that bitch. Shit. The thing is fucked up. Cause see, well, first of all, you gotta quit having baby by these baked brained ass bras. You gotta be careful what you lay down with. If you lay down with snakes and shit, you come up with fleas and all kind of shit. No. See, the thing is, if it's your child, that's your child. So now, the mom's supposed to know you got no sense to do what's right with your child. You supposed to love your child like she loved the child. See, it's a certain maturity there. You know what I mean? It's something that's your girl or whatever. Why y'all ain't together? See, when you start having kids, that's your old lady. That's just what that is.
Right.
But that's how we came up. So, but somewhere it
Yes.
just got broke off. People start saying, "Well, no, I'm just your baby mama. Well, I'm just your baby daddy." Well, when they started that shit, it fucked everything up. It just really
But
did.
who started it though, Top?
We did.
Who started it?
The
Who
rappers.
started it?
The
No, we
rappers.
didn't. We
Yeah, we
didn't.
done that.
No, no, we didn't. What started it was when they came and was like, hey, at the end of the day, if you want this help in your house, this man can never come back to your house. But here's my thought on that. Here's what I say to this to the dads. I don't fault you for being a dad be dad anymore because I understood what I went through. Because let me give you that scenario and the reason why I say this before everybody start jumping through the screen and start calling bullshit. Let's talk about it. So, baby moms, you go to that hospital, you have a baby, they make you sign that paper. The man becomes he gets on child support. He goes get a job. But because you're taking something from the state that you think is good, then that man, if he's not with you, is like, hey, I'm about ready to go over here and just live my life. But what really happens is, and I'm telling you from my experience, from what I went through, I can make $2,500 a week. But because you took what you took from the hospital, I'm only going to see a check of $200.
Right.
So you want me to offer $200 to go get an apartment, get a car, come get my baby, spend time with my baby when I really don't have a place to live on myself. So women, when y'all see a man and y'all like him and y'all come with him and he like, I got to live with you, the reason why is because I may have a kid over here. So like you said, Top, yes, learn the person that you're going to be with. Learn who you are. But to you mothers, understand that even women are speaking out on this now, because what you don't know is that you guys don't see the full amount. So in your mind, you're only getting a check for $225 a month, but they done took out of my check almost $900.
Right. Right.
But you know why?
Yeah.
Because they say, well, we owe the insurance, we owe Medicaid,
I
we
know,
owe
but
food
see, you
stamps,
got,
we
you
owe
got the
WIC. So
Section
now,
8, you got the Section 8, you got the housing, you know, you got all that, you got the food stamps, then they give them some money, you know, they get a little old $50, $100.
exactly. Now you got SNAP. Yeah, now you got SNAP. So forget that, Top. I don't know where you been at, but that SNAP could run up to $475 a month.
Yeah, yeah.
So you already
I was
been
just saying,
paid the
I was
child
just
support that you
lowballing, but
claim. I know
yeah.
that what they're saying is you've already been paid the child support that we're taking back from him.
Yeah, we're going to get ours. Yeah, we helping you, but we're going to get ours. See, you fuck around with the wrong person.
But to
Now the
y'all,
white boy got to make you be a man.
right.
How the
And you
courts
turn
gonna make me
around
be a
and
man?
you say,
Shit,
well,
go to work. You got to work. A man
right.
got to work or he don't eat.
Wonder why we jump in the streets and start doing what we do, because it's better to do off books than it is to be on books. Because if I go
Right.
get this job, I'm not going to be able to afford to live
That's right. Give me the W-9.
because you
My
taking
thing.
everything from me.
That's right.
Right. So go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Top.
No, I was agreeing. I was just agreeing. You was preaching. I was just agreeing. That's exactly what's going on. And that's part of what needs to stop in order for us to get to a solution. You know, we talk about a lot of problems, but we got to come with a solution. And that's part of the solution, man. We got to get rid of that. I mean,
Right.
I mean, even when Trump first came in, he said, okay, if you paying your child support, she don't get to carry the kids no more, you do. Man, the world went crazy.
Absolutely.
They went crazy. Why?
The world went bananas. You know
Yeah.
why? Go ahead.
He
I'll
gave
let you tell.
control. He gave control. Okay, if we taking your money, then yeah, you can get the money back. Hell, she already paid. She getting paid every month. I'm paying her. Y'all making me pay
Absolutely.
her. Y'all making me pay her. Yeah, I should be. See, it shouldn't be an option. Then that would stop. See, then girls would stop having kids by niggas, and the child, all that shit would go away. I'm telling you, it will go away. But that's
So
one of
let's
the biggest downfalls of our communities is our parenting and how that baby mama, baby daddy shit done affected us so to our core. I mean to our core.
yep.
We
So
got
let's get into the topic leading off of that.
okay.
So let's get into the topic that comes into that, because you just led into something that we got to talk about. That will change the women that only marry men to get divorced to take half their money.
Right.
We live in a world like that right now. And I don't know why women got their blinders on and why society has their blinders on to say that it doesn't happen.
Oh no.
Because it's women out there right now, right, that run around trying to like, I'll give you the example. I've been waiting to talk about this. The Anthony Edwards story. That nigga, y'all mad at that man because he said, I gave you $100K to get an abortion. You took the $100K and clucked it off.
Right.
Now you mad at me because I'm telling the judge that, hey, that baby shouldn't be here. I don't want. Now, let me correct something before I finish this. I do feel sorry for the baby. I do understand where every emotional person and feelings person is coming, but I'm speaking from a logical point of view. So if you attack me, come with some logical thoughts. Because if you attack me on your feelings, I'm probably going to hurt your feelings. I'm probably going to lose some followers, and I don't care about followers because they don't pay me. What pays me is the content I put out.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, let's put it like this. He paid you $100K to have the abortion because that's what you wanted. We agreed on it. You took the $100K, clucked it off, had the baby because you saw his stock rise. You saw his paycheck go up. Now you want to take him back to court. So when he goes to court and he tells all the other two baby mamas, but his girl that he's with, you're mad because he's flaunting her on Facebook with the baby, with this. So now you want more money. Well, guess what, Your Honor? I'll pay all the child support you just ordered me to pay. Let me pay for the full 18 years. So y'all mad. If she can't take 18 years worth of child support paid in advance and make a great life, stop playing, bro. What you wanted to do was use this baby to manipulate this man to pay more and more and more as he grew. It's the reason why black men struggle. But then you have the right to get on a reality show and call me a deadbeat dad when you just want to buy Prada and Gucci.
Right. We like to look rich. We don't want to be rich. We like to look rich. I'm gonna keep saying it. That's just
Absolutely.
It's just something about it. And see, the thing about Anthony Edwards, he got a tender dickhead. He should have been wrapping up. He's fucking with that old cougar. You know, she was laying dead trying to get something out of him, and she fucked around and got up
Right.
at him. And he was like, "Nah, we came up with a deal now. Shit, now 100,000. We gonna touch on that for a minute. It don't cost that to get an abortion." Now
I know.
And when she took, oh no, I'm just talking about the story. Now, when she took that off and come back, see, she not saying you got a raise, so I want a raise. She want the spot. She want his girl spot. You feel me? She want to be the one in
Exactly.
the videos with him playing with the baby. She want the spot. So she doing everything possible. And he's saying, Your Honor,
Absolutely.
okay, he's saying, Your Honor, okay, I got a tender dickhead, but I ain't do all that. That ain't what this is. Okay, well, let me pay you. Now, what's wrong with getting paid? Ain't that what we in here for? You wanted some money?
Right.
Since you brought me in front of the white boy, we're going to do it like this. How much do I owe, sir? Okay, let's do that by 18 years. No, I don't want no discount or nothing. I'm going to pay in full, cash, today. But I don't want her to never call and fuck with me no more about nothing.
Absolutely.
I don't want to hear shit. I don't want nothing to do with the kid or nothing because he ain't supposed to be here. Because he got a tender dick.
And my thing about that,
Go ahead.
And my thing about that, he's going to regret that as you get older. Cause Top,
Yeah.
and I tell everybody, as you get older, you start to look at your life and revert on your life, right?
Yeah.
So you start making up to make your amends, but make that his choice. What you wanted was to run him through the ground. What
Right.
you wanted was to use that baby to say, "Oh man, she
Yeah.
need this and
Yeah.
we need that," and
Yeah.
every 5 minutes calling that house, making his home a
Right.
disruption. So he
Right.
solved that problem.
Yeah.
Here, if you just wanted the money,
That's what we're
after
here
I
for.
gave you 100,000,
Yeah.
you just wanted the money. Here's the money.
Yeah, huh? Here you
So
go.
when I'm sitting back and talking, I'm like, listen, some of us are labeled as deadbeat dads because you didn't realize how the system used you to label us that way.
Right on. Right on.
You don't realize that the system used you to make us look bad. And it ain't just me, because if women really open their eyes, it is real women stepping up saying this now.
Well,
It is real women accepting. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
it's like you said, like the Mexican said, say, man, you can't be a man no more. You know what I mean? And the thing is, if you're a man, it's like it's a problem. You if you stand for some, oh no, he wrong. And it's like I don't like this because I feel like that. Wrong is wrong now. At some point, we got to start fixing some of this shit that's going on. These women know what they want. Now, again, the boy got a tender dickhead, man. But these women be playing these little games, and they be playing these little games and shit. And so she got her hooks in the boy, man. And he tried to pay her off, but she
Right.
want the spot, man. She want the spot, Jay.
Right. Absolutely.
And he's saying no.
And I understand that. And that part I understand, and that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. At the end of the day, take a look at that picture and think about the men who don't have the money that Anthony Edwards has.
Right.
And you want to call them a deadbeat because they're like, hey, but you said this, I did that, and you didn't do this, and now here I am.
Right.
And here's how they get the women. As soon as they come in that hospital, they say, hey, if you don't have medical insurance, then sign this paper.
Right. But
And
you
the
know,
minute you sign, because I was
Yeah.
16,
Yeah. Yeah.
I was 16 and I knew nothing. 16 foster kid that knew nothing about this process. I didn't learn that I was on child support, bro, until I got into college my first year. And I went to work for, you know who I worked for, I won't say. But when I went to work for them in the first 2 weeks, I'm getting checks like $3,200 every 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden it dropped all the way down. And I'm like, what's going on? Because at that time I got 2 boys.
Yeah.
I'm like, what just happened? And they like, oh, we took what you currently pay, and because you were in high school, we couldn't do anything, and you played sports, we couldn't do anything. But guess what? This back pay. But do you know? Let me tell you something that I just learned. Do you know that at any time the mom could go to the courthouse and say, don't put this man on child support,
Yeah.
and sign off?
Yeah. She had to sign up for it. She had to sign up for
And
all that
all
government. She had to sign up for food stamps and government assistance and all that shit. You got to sign up for that shit. They don't just give it to you because you have a baby. She got to sign up.
exactly.
Hell yeah, she can. No,
And
man, I ain't fucking with that. Me and this nigga gonna talk. I don't need the white boy to tell me how to talk to him.
but here's what most of them do though, Top. They'll take your money and the government money, no matter what you do for your kids, no matter
Yeah, but that play out.
until
That
you
plays
go to
out. That
court.
plays out. That's why they call us a deadbeat. That plays out. I'm sending money over there every month. Don't ask me for shit. I'm trying to live too.
Yep.
You know, and people say that that's a
And then
selfish
most of
way of
us
looking
end
at
up.
it.
Go ahead. But I can't take care of my kid if I ain't got a place for them to come. I can't take care of my kid if I ain't got a car to come visit them. But you will call me a dad because you get to go get a car off the lot off the money that I give you every month or the money the state gives you every month, the taxes that the state give you every month. Why do you think the number one people that go to a car dealership during tax time is women? Because most men don't see their taxes
Yeah.
because of the child support they're
That's
on.
right. That's right. And when you fall behind, you fuck.
But bro, we're gonna take this break because I want to lead into this last topic of the night. Man, to everybody that's been paying attention and listening to my brother, Mr. 21 Joe, this is why I wanted you on this show. I don't think I'm gonna have a couple of guests for the next couple of weeks, man, because I think it's a lot we need to dig into, and we need to get back to what our reality of what this show was about. And I know it's a lot of people out there that's gonna be hurt. I probably lose 500 followers before I get off air. But again, until we talk about what we talk about, until we put together what we talk about. Because this next topic, I'm about to hit the whole alphabet community, but it ain't me doing it. The person who stepped up contradicted herself. And I say, if you don't like Charlie Kirk, you just don't like him. But the stuff that he talks about, the things that he attacks, the word play, the things that he tries to discuss and bring to the table, you got to respect him whether you like it or not. So with that, guys, we're going to be right back. Mr. 21 Joe, man, y'all love you like I love a Reese's peanut butter cup, bro.
Yeah, son. Already.
Y'all know what the fuck going on, man. Yeah. Hey, one thing about me, I never stop being me. Keep applying that pressure. I told you it's levels, you can see it now. We locked in eating. Yeah. No pass with the devil feet mashed on the pedal. You can hear it in the tires, they screeching. Say I never tell if you swallow the kids like Hansel and Gretel, she'll teach you. I'm trying to ball, so I got these handles for niggas that's reaching. Yeah. Right for you walk, you gotta crawl, at least that's what they teach you. I'm on my business, don't bother nobody, so try me, that ass getting deleted. Yeah. I've been paid my dues and I did school, got my stripes like a D. Yeah. And the gun with the zebra on it. I'm on these cookies, I ain't talking kind bud, not the kind with the Keebler on it. These niggas is rookies, I should make them line up. Raise your hand for a feature, homie. I ain't with the cloud chasing and the leeching on me. Super recognition from another nigga, I ain't even need it, homie.
One thing about me, gotta stay solid. When I'm in these streets, fire on me. Strap till a DIE, can't let her get the drop on me. No rest in peace, big dog status, savage in the game, and I'm off my leash. Looking like money from my head to my feet. Count no rings, got the guap on me. One thing about me, gotta stay solid. When I'm in these streets, fire on me. Strap till a DIE, can't let her get the drop on me. No rest in peace, big dog status, savage in the game, and I'm off my leash. Looking like money from my head to my feet. Count no rings, got the guap on me. Count no rings, got the guap on me. Dot on his top, trying to stop my pee. That cutter is clutch when I hit your street. He better duck when they see me, bang. Watch your tone when you saying my name. Them hollows, they hot, don't get in my range. I'm sparking shit, finna flick his flame. 2, 2, 3, that's the clip in the range. This Texas, everything B.I.G. Come see by me, you catch me in the cliff. Swinging wide in the Chevy, AR-15. Green dot for the beam, you can't stop my team. This ain't no scheme, B4M shit, nigga. A whole clip in FME. It's that third coast, Texas, nigga. That triple D, so everywhere I go, you know I got my heat. Number one, like McGrady, got that rocket on me. Made one phone call, 100 gangsters swarm me. One thing about me, gotta stay solid. When I'm in these streets, fire on me. Strap till a DIE, can't let her get the drop on me. No rest in peace, big dog status, savage in the game, and I'm off my leash. Looking like money from my head to my feet. Count no rings, got the guap on me. One thing about me, gotta stay solid. When I'm in these streets, fire on me. Strap till a DIE, can't let her get the drop on me. No rest in peace, big dog status, savage in the game, and I'm off my leash. Looking like money from my head to my feet. Count no rings, got the guap on me.
I can't forget the pain I felt from the ones with the pain I helped. Shit was motivation to get it for self. It's been a long road travel with critical steps. Down bad on my ass, needed critical help. Streets wicked, that's the hand I was dealt. It's a cold world, everybody for self. Granny said, trials and tribulations, we all go through it. Do what you gon' do, but put your all into it. All it take is one to make it, then we all influence. Put your focus on the cash, get to it. I'm part of a dying breed, that's the last to do it. Looked at my past, was foolish. Some deuces in the hood while passing through it. In order to find my mind, shit, I had to lose it. Ain't tryna crash and burn, respect was shit I had to earn. Some days filled with sorrow, I can't bear the struggle. Being alone makes it strong, then I'm alone forever. Who can I trust, cause where I'm from, all birds flock together. If you ain't heard nothing else, believe what I tell you. The street shit is over. The street shit is over.
They tryna keep us divided, tighten up our nooses. Why speak on problems when you can go out and show solutions? Long as society keep on accepting stupid, we gon' act a nuisance. Somebody lie, cause this a televised revolution. We been down too long, ain't nowhere to go but up. Wasn't raised on Grey Poupon, but hell, we had enough. Once you really become aware, it's just not adding up. It's a choice for everything, like word of love. The only painkiller. I'm not the same nigga. Can't be the reason youngsters die in vain, nigga. Make a change difference. Make a change difference. You see my aim different. Hey.
All this killing each other gotta stop, man. We got world wars. We steady pointing guns at each other, man. It's time to stand up and shoot at the real enemy. It's time to see the change. Time to end the pain.
Baby, can you roll it? Wanna see you roll it. Wanna see you roll it. Ooh, can you work that thing, twerk that thing, shake that thing like a tambourine? Stepped in the club, and what did I see? This fine young lady walking right past me. I said, excuse me, but I don't mean you no harm. Can I get your name, number, address? How did you get all that in that dress? Girl, I never seen such a beautiful sight. Can you do me a favor by the end of the night? She said, what is it? Well, I'ma break it on down in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Baby, can you roll it? Ooh, I wanna see you roll it. Why? Wanna see you roll it. Ooh, can you work that thing, twerk that thing, shake that thing like a tambourine? Baby, you're the finest thing up in the club. And girl, that outfit, it fits you like a glove. Can I ask you just one more thing? Can you work that left cheek, right cheek? Ooh, I need some therapy. The way you're moving is driving me insane. Got me crazy, I don't even know my name. She said I can put it on you like a real woman. In about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Baby, can you roll it? Baby, can you roll it? Wanna see you roll it. You know how I like it, girl. Wanna see you roll it. Ooh, can you work that thing, work that thing, shake that thing like a tambourine? Ooh, ooh, ooh. like it, girl. Wanna see you roll it. Ooh, can you work that thing, twerk that thing, shake that thing like a tambourine? Can you roll it? You know how I like it, girl. Wanna see you roll it. So roll your sexy body, baby, baby girl. Wanna see you roll it. Ooh, can you work, work, twerk, work, shake that thing like a tambourine? Ooh, baby. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Baby, can you roll it?
We are back. We are back. What's up? What's up? Y'all, we done have some good topics tonight. I know part of y'all might might leave me as a follower. But this next topic that we're rolling into. So I don't care what anybody thinks, anybody says, I am a Charlie Kirk fan. Because to take the guts that he has to talk about the topics that everybody else wants to put their feelings on, but he's just talking from a logical, truth-telling point of view. So you guys saw the video in the beginning when I played it, and that lady, she was let me respect her because I don't want y'all to get mad. The lady who transformed into a man who is now a man confronted him with a question. As she confronted him with the question, she asked him, she said, I don't think you should be pushing the advocate of men, transgender men not being allowed in women's sports. She said that if they consider themselves women, then they should be able to participate in a women's sport. What he asked her, he said, define cheating. She could not give an answer. He said, but cheating is a sense of if someone overpowers someone else based on not their natural strength that they were born with. We have banned people from baseball. We have banned people from football behind steroids. You consider that cheating, but then you can't tell the truth when it comes to what a man is. You saw the video. She would not let him speak. She kept saying, look me in the eye. I'm a man, and that's what men do, because in her mind, she has a concept of what a man is. But when I talk to people that have been married for 40, 50 years, the concept that has been taught to us about what being a man is, this is why I love that my brother is on the show with me, because he's one of those people. The concept that we are told that a man is not the same as what a man is when it comes to your family, when it comes to a statement that I have been talking on for the last 4 weeks, and I've been in different conferences and different men's meetings. And one of the things that I tell people is, I just told my brother this today because it's the first time we talked about it. And I said, men are meant to be the head of their household. Whatever a woman is think that she's transitioning in to be a man, just because you can pay something, just because your money it's rich men that are getting divorced by these women. Why? Because it's not the money. So she stood in front of this man's face and talked to him like he was little to nothing, and got mad when he said, you are the picture perfect of a psychotic killer in a kid's high school, because you want to force people to believe illness that you believe. She said, you have a mental illness. He said, but let me ask you this then. With you saying that, I'll accept it. But I think that most transgender people have a mental illness because they want to be something that they know they're not, but they will fight everybody to make them believe this is who they are. So run with it, Top. I'm good.
Well, bullshit is bullshit. A boy is a boy and a girl is a girl. Let me say that off the top. That's why I stand on it. That's how I look at it.
Absolutely.
Now, I got, people in my circle that do all that old bullshit. And they try to say, well, you don't love me no more and all that. I'm like, no, my love don't have nothing to do with my morality or my morals. I still love you. I just don't love the shit you do. So I would be wrong. I wouldn't be
Absolutely.
the person I am. I wouldn't be the person I am if I didn't try to correct you or put you on the right path. But because I'm telling you don't mean you're going to do it. But don't say you ain't never heard no shit like that. Don't say you ain't never seen no shit like that. Because around here, all of them that came up with me and mine is boy-girl. But some of them turned out fruity. Now, you have to do the research on that. Oh, it was a family pedophile. See, that's a whole nother story. But
right,
we got to make sure. See, there's so much stuff, man. Oh.
Go ahead.
Man.
But we got 40 minutes, and if I got it extended, guess what? We on the station, so it don't matter.
See, the boys wanting to be girls is just wrong because it's wrong. It's not like you don't have the right to act like a girl and go be a punk ass or whatever you want to be. Gone. But do not rob a genuine girl, a birthed girl. I mean, somebody born, that's their gender. When you're born with a gender. That dictates what you are. Not how you feel, not how you live. That's just what you are. Now, if you're a punk, you're a punk. A boy that dress up and want to be a girl and want to be with other boys, that's a punk, man. And we all had punks around us, man. Don't play. Y'all don't get to make me new gender. Ain't no new goddamn gender. What the hell wrong with y'all? And when he asked her, what's cheating? Everybody know what cheating is. But see, when you got her fucked up and you get caught with your foot in your mouth, now you don't want to talk. See, now she talking about look at me. No, bitch, answer the question. I ain't got to look at you. I'm talking to you. Answer me. See, truth is truth, no matter if don't nobody believe it. And a lie is a lie, even if everybody believe it. And right now, we living in this old how I feel time. I don't even know what generation this is, X, Y, Z. I don't know where they at because they all over the board. They all over the board.
Right.
From everybody wanting to be rich or look rich or claim to be rich. They get their money now, the youngsters, and they put it in wars and want to throw it up and all that shit. Then get mad when a motherfucker slide 20. When niggas is standing around you in your video, helping you pick up your money, nigga. Picking up one for you, two for him.
Absolutely.
So, the man, if you trying to tell me, it's just it's like a boy. He's bigger, born stronger than a girl. Okay, so even if they like wrestling on the mat, just playing, he gonna win. If they wrestle long enough, he gonna pin her little ass down.
Right.
If they right around the same age, if they racing, he gonna beat her running. If they jumping, he gonna beat her jumping because he's a boy. Now, that don't mean he can't hang with the girls and be a little punk ass. I'm gonna keep saying that. But you do not get to play and get a new gender and think I'm supposed to give a shit because you a punk ass. You done came out the closet. Now you got your sister dresses and shit on and all that. Okay, well, I knew you punk ass anyway. So why are we wasting time with somebody talking about how they feel? You showing us how you feel, nigga. You dressed up like a girl. We get it. Now go
And
over
my
there.
whole thing,
Go over there with the rest of them though. Don't come over
my
there
whole
with the
thing is
straight
this.
girls. See, if you racing, hold on, let me say this one thing. If you racing in a
Okay.
race, you got three places: first, second, and third. And we're gonna say high school, but this can go for college too, the Olympics or whatever. But I'm just making an example. You're running a race. If it's a transgender boy running in that race and he win the race, that means second place should have been first, third should have been second. But the fourth place finisher, that baby don't even get recognized, get no medal or nothing, cause she racing against a goddamn boy. Now I'm through with that. Go ahead, Jay.
Absolutely. And I was just about ready to say that. That's how I know we on the same page. Because I was just about to say nobody talks about the girls that are losing scholarships behind somebody who used to be a man because the coaches and those. That's why I love what Trump did when he said, NCAA, you have to comply with this law. You cannot put our. It was a girl who playing, I forgot what the sport was, but volleyball. Because a transgender boy went up and spiked the ball as powerful as he could, hit her in the head. She went out with a concussion, and nobody saw that to be wrong.
Right.
Nobody saw that. Everybody was like, but he's a girl. No, nigga.
Yeah.
This is a born boy.
And he gonna be
But I'm gonna
bigger
take
and
it a step.
stronger.
I'm gonna take it a step further than that, though, bro. I told you, I got a topics inside of topics.
Let's talk.
There was a Gen Z mom who went back to school. She turned around and came into this platform, Charles Kirk's platform, and she got on the mic because he allows everyone to speak their truth. Got on the mic and said, I am devastated because I am a straight A student, had a 4.0 grade point average, but because a teacher asked me in a separate email outside of my work what was my pronoun, and I told her I'm from the Gen Z. It's Gen X, our generation, right? From Gen X. I'm a he or a she, and I identify as a female, a she. That's it. I'm a woman. I don't have a pronoun. She was failed in that class. Well, if you go to college, you know you fail one class, you got to make that class up without all your funding that you got. So you went from a 4.0 in her class to an F, all because you didn't conform to what she asked. Now, gratefully, the school board is looking into it. They're investigating it. So thank you that woman will probably get her scholarship back. But because we didn't conform, the problem I have is not with the person. The problem I have with this whole thing, the whole alphabet community issue, is not with the people. It's the way society is telling us that we have to conform. It's like you're telling me that even though I know the truth, if you don't believe the lie, you'll never get nowhere.
That's right.
We are pushing a narrative that if you don't believe the lie, if you don't fold that there's more than two genders, and you don't say that I hate filling out job applications, bro. And I know everybody else got to be tired of it too. We went from two genders to now it's about 30. Are you a he, she, me, D, this, that, though? What do you call you? Are you a dog, cat, cow? Listen. If I knew, bro, real talk, we come from that era that if we knew that we could change genders, nigga, I would have been white all along. My credit score would have been an 8,000 by now.
Yeah. But you know, that ain't the way the world works. And the thing
Right.
is, truth, like I say, truth just ain't truth. Nobody wants to hear the truth no more. Everybody want to tell you how they feel.
That's it.
I don't care that boy feel like a girl. That's still a boy. He can act like that. See, that's the part that gets me. Just the basic part of homosexuals been around for a long motherfucking time.
A long time.
So that's the part that gets me. I see you a punk. Going on with that shit, punk ass nigga. Gone. I don't play that. Gone. Going over there with the rest of them punks, and y'all keep on punking. But don't come racing and wrestling and competing with the girls and stealing champ opportunities for them to excel. You just never know what that girl that barely missed out. That might have been her last try. That might have been her family's last little money at trying to get her what she needed to be.
Hey, like Cat Williams said, if we could do that, shit, LeBron gonna go to the WNBA after he retired, put on a wig, and he's gonna score 988 points every game.
Damn. I would say something dirty, but that wouldn't be right.
But I'm just saying, when I was in high school, shit, we couldn't make it on a varsity team. I would have put on a wig and a dress and went into the girls' locker room like I'm here for tryouts. If that's what we're going to, this is what's gonna happen.
You just can't allow physical competition between men and women without them being identified as a man racing a woman.
Yes.
That's a simpler way to say this. I don't give a damn what you do and how you feel. But when it comes to life in general, you shouldn't be able to get over on me because you're a punk. You ain't
Absolutely.
nothing special about you. You're a punk. Okay. We know punking been punking since punking was punking. Now go on with your punk ass. but you shouldn't be able to get no residuals because you're a punk. If anything, you should get some kind of counseling or something. People ought to reach out to you and try to talk to you, pray for you. You know you're a punk and you know you're wrong.
Hey, but next week I got that topic you just topped on. My next week's show is gonna be fire on that one, because it's people actually that went down this road, and now they're like, "Hey, I found God, and now I understand that I was lost." And I'm like, but when you try to talk about this and you try to address this, we get tore down. I lose followers because nobody likes. I lost family members because I talk about topics like this. But if you're talking about the truth, and I'm not downgrading, my brother's not downgrading anyone. We're just talking true facts that are facts. You can downplay. What I love about Charlie Kirk was he went to another place, right? And I told you this earlier. He put a sign on the table, and all the sign said was, there are only two genders. And a transgender and her boyfriend came up and said, you are, let me make sure I get the words right, because I want to say it correctly, because I've never heard this used in this term either. So it kind of threw me when I heard it, right? It said, you are obstructing violence. And he said, how? Because I didn't say anything on this poster, but there are two genders. That took me back to where my sister-in-law said, my family and I will not be dealing with you anymore because we have a son that is that way, and we feel like you are invoking violence. And all I said, I put a picture up during Christmas that said, trans women are men.
They are.
Is that not a fact?
They are.
That's a fact.
You just did.
I didn't say go beat up on a trans woman.
No.
All I said was fact.
That's right. But again, these are emotionally, I feel this way. And I understand what you're saying when you say you don't have nothing against them. It's the acts of, it's how the society is forcing it down our throats. But they wouldn't be forcing it down our throats if they wasn't out there crying and acting like something special about their sick ass.
But here's the catch, though. On one of my posts, man, I can't wait till you get back on Facebook. On one of my posts, a bunch of people from their community said, I hate the way they're acting now, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But nobody wants to talk about that. It's their own community that is like, I don't like this new era.
No, see, the punks is crazy just like the youngsters is crazy.
That's all I'm saying. But nobody wants to speak truth. And I feel like I'm tired of it because it's holding us as a country back. It's putting us back into a wall. Just like when we talked earlier on male, female. What is stopping us? Black communities. What is stopping us? You know what's stopping us? Because we don't want to accept our faults. Nobody wants to be held accountable
That's right.
for your own actions. That is America right now. Everybody wants to feel a certain way. And oh, as long as you accommodate my feelings, I love you and I'm going to support you. Everybody who got 1 million followers are only got 1 million followers because they're not saying nothing.
Yeah.
Go watch. Watch every talk show. Watch. Nobody's saying nothing that will help you grow in your life. But guess what? You watch them every day.
Like a heartbeat.
But somebody talking real, somebody talking God, and I'm not talking religion, whether you think it's a God in you, whether you think it's Muslim, whether you think it's Jehovah, whether anybody talking God, those videos get no plays. You don't see no sponsor deals. You don't see nothing. Anybody speaking against, you see Facebook say, hey, we got to stop this.
Right.
You know why I went live on TikTok? Because on TikTok, you got to watch what you say and it's moderated. If I talk, I'm banned on my personal TikTok just because from going live on my personal TikTok because I talked about this exact subject. And they were like, oh, too many people reported you. Just like on Facebook. Remember when we first started? Every week they was reporting us. Before we even started the show, we have pushed play. They'd be like, you've been reported.
and see, to me, the transvestites, that's no different than a girl that want to be a dyke, that want to act like a man.
Right.
You can act
And
like
that,
a man, you can have money, dress like a man, get your hair cut like a man, but you're not a man.
and that's what that girl in that video, when he asked her, are you a transgender? And she was like, I'm a man. And I'm like, no, you're a woman. Just because you put on our clothes, just because you take whatever hormone, you are still a man, a woman.
Whatever you was born as, that's what your ass is. God don't make no mistakes. Everybody
At all.
Shit, the way you was born, he meant for you to be born like that. Now you can.
And
you got,
as
you know, and ever since Calvary, we didn't have free will. So when people say, "Well, if God did no, He give us free will." See, we got common sense. If we don't use it, you can tap out this motherfucker quite early. The devil collecting
Right.
just like God collecting. You understand? Everybody that die don't go to heaven. That's bullshit they be telling y'all.
Absolutely.
If you don't live right, it's gonna be hard, man.
So I'm gonna say this. And this is gonna sound funny and it's gonna sound weird, right? But this is the truth. So I was researching some stuff. I can understand why a man would want to become a woman in this day and age. And the reason why I say that is because we are in an age, since I told you earlier, we're in an age since 2000 of women empowerment. So they see women able to go on these stations because most of these transgenders are going through the sexual transition, but then they jump on OnlyFans. Then they jump on this and they see how many women, how many men are paying them and willing to do this or willing to do that. We have seen an uproar in transgenders, right?
Well, yeah,
because I can
you can sell pussy, you can't
right.
sell dick.
So at the end of the day, I can't even comprehend why a woman would even want to be a man in this day and age.
Hell, a man don't
Why
want to
would
be
you?
a man. Shit.
Right. That's what I'm
It's
trying to
against,
say.
it's against the motherfucking rules to be a man. It's like, what the fuck, man? But
Like my man,
if you're a broad, you get money for everything, anything. For everything
I
and
just
anything.
that is the one thing that has been baffling me because we talk about trans women all day, every day, but not in one litigate. And that was what old girl said in the beginning. That's what she meant. Why are all the litigations talking about trans women but not about trans men, meaning that women that became men? And it's because we don't care, because men, what you are seeing is what men deal with their whole life. Nobody cares about us unless we can provide and give. Other than that, we are irrelevant. Our feelings are irrelevant. Whether we're hurting is irrelevant. You can let you get in a car accident and your wife get in a car accident. You know what's going to happen? The people going to come pick your wife up first and get to you later.
That's right.
So I don't understand why women are trying to be men. Because we are fighting. We are the minority. We are the people that are fighting for our mental health right now.
Man, it's not the men. It's not these old punk ass niggas, man. They just punks, man. Somebody done played in that boy booty hole and junior booty hole when he was little. They fucked him up, man. Something is wrong. That's not normal. It's not normal. See, whenever you try to switch your identity, that's not normal. So you can be a punk, you know you're a punk, everybody know you're a punk. But don't come telling me you know girl, your punk ass. I don't get that.
Right. And that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. At the end of the day, we're going to wrap this up because we leading into next week because I ain't got no guests coming on because I ain't invited nobody. But I'm coming on with a men's panel. That's what I'm building up to because it's time for men to really step out. Like you said, Top, at the end of the day, it's time for men to start taking back our platform. It's time for men to start taking back what truth is around here. It's time y'all talk about Kevin Samuels, but when I look up, he still gets 1 million views. His family still eats off his views because he's talking truth. Whether you like it or not, he's talking truth. And I just said this the other day in a group that I was in, that God's truth is coming out. Whether you believe in him or you don't, it's still happening.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, though, life is gonna life all day, every day, right? So to everyone that joined us tonight, we're so grateful. I'm so grateful. Blessed to have my brother with me all the time to roll the way we roll. Do not forget to check out Real Talk Dallas After Dark tomorrow night. Don't forget to check out Wednesday night. We got Christine with a K. She's staying on Wednesday, guys. Yep, she chose to stay on Wednesday. Thursday night, we got Street Made Radio with my CEO. Love this man to death. CEO man. Then we also have on Thursday night Real Raw Talk with T Pretty Smile. That's a new show to our lineup. Then we have on Friday nights, we have 3 new shows coming, but they're not coming until May. So shout out to them. I won't say their names till we get everything set up. Saturday morning, I got my man, my cousin, my closest friend, my VP, with the Woody Woods show. Y'all know he's a comedian. He talks about sports. Just tune in. And also on Saturdays, I got Just a Conversation with Godson Farrell. Man, that man be on some deep conversations, so you got to really pay attention. But guess what, guys? We got a new show this Sunday. Y'all heard me, Sunday. We got a show on Sunday, and it's called Good Vibes. Featured by I Live Fit by Miss Princess Hicks. And this show is about to be crazy because they coming live from their gym. So they all about your health, wealth, and Look, you can't grow wealth if your health ain't right. I'm just telling you that right now. So I hope y'all tune in. We have so many more shows to come. We have a big secret that we're holding on to. I'm holding on to. Everybody's mad at me about it, but hey, it's about growth in this situation. And it's about doing the right thing and making sure we grow profit. So, top, it's on you. Whatever you got to say, bro.
Hey man, I appreciate everybody to listen in, man, and heard me say what I had to say. Y'all know I'm gonna speak it like I believe it. I don't cut no corners. I don't never come politically correct, but I always come correct with it. You understand me? So the way it go is, man, y'all stay blessed, man, and cause Jesus got me spoiled, and I'm learning to be in Lake George boy, Mr. 214. You heard me? Yeah, also.
Started from the bottom, then we up now. 10 toes flat on the pavement, the ground. She told me that she need me around. We eating good, got me gaining pounds. Gotta show out whatever I do. Circle small when it got me a cool. Never turn my back on you. I can't do that, no, no, no. You forever my dog. I can't never turn my back on you. I can't at all. You always there when I need you, when I pass the ball. Can't sleep without you at home taking PM Tylenol. You the bag to my paper when we blow it off. Still bumps on my body when I'm thinking of you. You got the juice, you do something to me when you not in the room. Back to take out, will you be there when I make it? Need you on my side, I said. Started from the bottom, then we up now. 10 toe flat on the pavement, the ground. She told me that she need me around. We eating good, got me gaining pounds. Gotta show out whatever I do. Circle small when it got me a cool. Never turn my back on you. I can't do that, no, no, no. You forever my dog. They said time heals everything.